Hey Ryan, how are you?
man?
Good to see you. So, this is the spot, huh?
Yeah, man, this is it. You're one of the first people to actually see it. I haven't even put it on the market yet, so don't tell anybody.
Just $1 million listing? I'll take it.
Yeah, right. It's a little under 8 million, to be honest.
A little under 8 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, this is gonna be a hard sell.
No, I think I'm gonna sell it pretty quickly, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I meant for me.
Oh, for you?
Do you know how many makeovers?
You buy 8 times.
You know how many makeovers I had to do for $8 million?
It's well, I just like a few.
Ugly women.
There's a few. Well, they're all rich, though, right? They pay you a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. Well, show me the spot. What you got here? This is a beautiful view.
Yeah, so this is the penthouse,
Okay.
penthouse B at the Park Imperial. So we're right here on 56th Street, and you have literally the best view in the entire city. I mean, you're not going to get this view anywhere else. You know, if you're on Central Park South or 5th or you know, Central Park West, you're looking at it like this, and this is insane. I mean,
So this is it. This is New York City at its best.
dude, this is the picturesque view. When you think of New York, what do you think? You think Central Park and buildings everywhere. So you've got, you know, the cityscape, and then you have the park. And we're on the 70th floor. This is the runway view. You know, this is like the altitude.
That's amazing. So when I think of New York real estate, I think about your new show. So let's talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. So the show.
Yeah,
$1
man.
million listing New York City. It's awesome.
Absolutely, dude. I think it's the greatest show on TV next to you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm
good. Good
told.
move. Good move. So how'd you get the opportunity to do it?
They called me, you know, just I wasn't even looking for it. You know, I acted before I got into real estate. So when I first came to New York, I did a little soap opera work.
Depending on the dosage, it can bring on a stroke or massive cardiac arrest. One shot and you're dead.
So you were a
No,
big
you
soap
don't.
star, huh?
Not a big soap star. I had a brief period of where
Yeah.
I played a doctor on As the World Turns.
Okay.
I was a really good doctor, and then I was really bad, and I killed everybody, and then I killed myself.
You killed yourself.
Yeah, well, my aunt actually helped kill me with this. It's a really long story. You know, I had to go do my research in peace.
Now,
But
you know what I often thought if I was ever on a soap and they tried to kill me off, I just would not show up to work that day.
really,
I would not
I wanted to get paid for
show
that
up
day, man. I had
to
rent
work.
to pay.
You had rent to pay.
Yeah.
But you knew you weren't coming back, though. That's the problem. But you know
But the
what?
death scene is by far, I think, one of the best pieces of acting I've ever done. And I watch
Really?
it. I watch it every day before I go to bed. That's a lie.
Can you reenact it?
No. Yeah, exactly. It was like you roll your eyes and you crouch down. I do that now when I pitch listings. I pretend to die. And they're like, oh my God, I'll give it to you. Don't die. And
Oh,
it's-
that's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
pulled it all full circle.
So now, how do these people in New York City, how do people really afford this kind of real estate? I know your show is going to show some of the most fabulous, some of the fattest cribs
Yeah.
in New York City. 5 million, 6 million. This place is almost 8 million.
Right.
So, I mean, what are these people doing to make all that cash? How can we get some of that?
I don't know, but I keep asking them because I really need to find out.
Don't you want to know?
Yeah, because everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh, brokers, real estate brokers, you gotta make tons of money, but not compared to the people that own these apartments.
Right.
Right, and they do all sorts of things. Some of them are, you know, they work in finance. Some of them are artists. Some of them are just, you know, they invented something or they created a business and sold it. And there's a lot of wealthy people out there, and everybody wants a piece of New York, which is what's really exciting about $1 Million Listing New York City, is that, you know, you show these beautiful apartments that no one knows about. You know, because this apartment is an amazing, amazing apartment, but everyone down there walking on the streets, going into the park, getting cotton candy, they have no idea that this is up here.
That's right.
And so that's what we're highlighting.
So like the new young people, suppose you have your first or second job and you're just really getting going in the city.
Yeah.
Like what should they be looking at as a professional? What's a good buy? What's a hot spot to buy right now in New York?
Sure. Well, I think Chelsea right now is really hot. Everyone's kind of going to Chelsea, and for a first-time buyer, there's a lot of new condominiums, right, where you can get a great one-bedroom or a studio under $1 million, right? Which is too bad because I can't film with them if
Right.
that's what they want.
Okay.
But they can get a really cool starter apartment. There's everything there. You know, Chelsea's got everything, man. It's got the galleries and it's got Whole Foods.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the greatest places for young people to live right now. And Murray Hill as well. Murray Hill has some very, very cool, affordable apartments, and you can own something rather than just throwing money away on rent.
That's awesome. So you got a little taste of the fame before on the soap opera, but now with Bravo, because everybody watches Bravo, what are you expecting to get from that?
Oh man, you know, I remember when I was doing the soap sometimes, because they deliver the script the night before, because the writers would write it and then they deliver it. You have to memorize 70 pages of lines and then go to shoot that next day. So sometimes I will admit that I would go out and have the script delivered to the club.
Okay.
And I'd be like, oh, hold on, my script's there. And they'd be like, oh, no, Ryan, what do you do? You're an actor? What is this? But now, you know, I go around and they're like, are you that guy that just drove by and at the top of that taxi? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. What's up? You know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a little bit easier, but I don't gloat about it too much. It's just fun.
So in the end, what do you really want to get out of $1 Million Listing New York City?
I want to expand business. I sell real estate and I love it. I honestly fell into it a little bit by accident through a friend of mine, and I can't imagine doing anything else, right? So I want everybody to know that there's amazing properties out there that aren't all $8 million like this, and I want them to call me. I want people to work with me to help them buy or sell or rent, what have you.
That's awesome. So this is Ryan Serhant. He is the new hot star of Bravo's $1 Million Listing New York City.
Absolutely.
Check him out. Even if you don't have the $1 million, he'll still show you the place, but not on camera, right?
Exactly.
Okay, homie.
Thanks,
Good
man.
to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Okay.
Team Ryan rocks, and now I'm heading across town to take in the Laura Smalls fashion show. It's so hard being me. Don't go anywhere.